Hello and welcome to the Comedy Roadshow. I'm your host, Stephen Bigilen. My next guest, Elaine Ogden, is visiting our Los Angeles studio from Tehachapi, California. Welcome to the show, Elaine.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And so tell us about yourself.
I grew up in Southern California. I was a missionary overseas for about 10 years and came back to the States and
you got married?
I got married and and my husband kind of got me into comedy. So
really?
Good.
This is your husband's idea.
It was his idea. He bought himself a Groupon and for a comedy class, and then he couldn't go at the last minute. And so he said, hey, you should go because you're funny. So I did.
That's fantastic.
I'm here because of Groupon. Groupon will be the death of me. It's like alcohol. Groupon makes you do all kinds of crazy stuff that you never thought you'd do, but at least you remember it the next day.
Or when you go to balance your credit card
exactly.
receipts.
It's dangerous.
So your family and friends say you're really funny. So what comedians influenced you?
I love Kathleen Madigan and Jim Gaffigan and Brian Regan. They crack me up. And they're just talking about normal, everyday stuff. And my family provides a lot of material. Yeah.
Well, tell us about your family.
Well, it's kind of hard to do my shows because they come to everything. Mom comes, sits in the front row, and so I can't say anything about her. So that eliminates a whole lot of stuff. So.
Well, I figured you'd be airing your dirty laundry out there in front of your family.
No, she's one of those moms that you say, how are you? It's like, well, what do you think is wrong with me? What? Should there be something? Is there something? Do you think something's wrong? So to get up and, do jokes about mom, it's dangerous territory. But, when I travel, I'm on the road. It's a whole nother story.
Oh, so when you go to other clubs that she can't get to.
Yes, and when there's no recording happening for sure that she can never find out about, then yeah.
So what clubs have you performed at?
I've done the Comedy Store in Hollywood and the Hollywood Improv, Flappers in Burbank, the Ventura Harbor Comedy Club.
And that's where we met at the festival.
We met at the Ventura Harbor Comedy Festival, yes. And I was in the Ventura's Funniest Person competition. So that was great. It was a great festival. Have
you ever been in any TVs or movies or commercials or anything like that?
Not that I'm allowed to talk about. No, I never have. I've done vaudeville and melodrama and fun stuff like that. So I think I got the comedy bug in 4th grade when I was Mrs. Santa Claus.
So you've done a lot of live performances.
Yes, and improv, comedy improv.
Comedy improv. Yeah. So did you do a lot of comedy improv before you did stand-up?
No, I started doing that to kind of supplement, improve on working more with the audience and being able to play off stuff that happens and just to be able to get out of I'm not doing a speech, I'm interacting more with the crowd, and so that was something I really needed to work on. So.
The spontaneity.
Yes, and to be just more relaxed, just go with it. So I needed to really work on that.
So was that another Groupon?
No, but that would be a good idea. There's just some other local, where I live up in Tehachapi, there's a local improv group, and going down into Bakersfield, which is local to where I live. So
you were telling me that a lot of your friends and family are very supportive. They come to your gigs a lot, and they keep you on your toes, bringing fresh material. So that must be very challenging.
It's great because it makes me write. I have to get up and I have to write, and I have a show tonight, and I was like, oh man, I gotta, really step it up because they've heard the stuff. They heard it at the festival a couple weeks ago, and my mother-in-law laughs hilariously, hysterically at anything I say. I mean, she goes and, I'm a very clean comedian, but the people that are in the shows with me usually aren't necessarily, and Let me tell you, it's just mortifying to hear her distinctive laugh at the worst graphic jokes ever. And it's like, there she is.
So you have a very supportive mother-in-law.
Yes, my in-laws come and they love it. And if I don't do the jokes they like, they're like, oh, you didn't tell that joke. And it's like, oh, you're attached to my joke. That's awesome.
But you're afraid of your own mother up there.
Oh, yeah, you know, you need to just make sure you don't say anything that can be used against you. So,
what do you think makes something funny?
I think, personally, I just enjoy the everyday stuff that you see the humor in and the irony in. You know, Jim Gaffigan can talk about bacon, you know, for a whole set, and it's hilarious just how much he loves bacon. So I just think if you can see the humor in everyday life and to help others see that's just a gift. So you want to share that with the world.
And tell us about the people you tour with.
I have been really fortunate. My Groupon was with Joe Falzarano, who did Carolyn's Comedy Club in New York and the New York Improv. And
wow.
He's a great guy. He's a great teacher, and he just really helped to get me in the right place to meet the right people. And so it's just really opened doors. I mean, the doors have just flown open. So, and I've had the opportunity to just meet with some great people that have been very supportive of me and, you know, included me in their stuff. And it's just, comedians are great people. All the ones I've met. I mean, you hear stories, but I just have found them very supportive and encouraging. And
so, Elaine, I think you have a lot of really good energy, really good karma. You've done some great work. You've worked with Mother Teresa's organization in India. Mm-hmm. Could you tell us about that?
It was hot. I was on the dysentery diet, so I lost a lot of weight. But it was just a great opportunity to just to love on people and practically help other people. Just, you know, you can say, oh, I wish it wasn't like this, or you can actually go yourself and be a part of the solution. So.
And how long did you do that for?
I did it for about 10 years.
And this was after Mother Teresa passed?
Yes. I never got to meet her. You know, she was always an idol of mine. You know, she's just a great woman. You can see the love and compassion, and she's a very real person, and by her actions. And I, you know, try to be like that in, you know, a little tiny bit of a way.
You got to walk in her shoes, literally.
Yeah. It was just an amazing experience, and just actually go to these places and stay there and really see what's going on.
So did the people that you worked with in this environment, a very dismal environment, did they have a sense of humor?
Oh yeah, they did. And you know, there's humor in everything. You know, there's just making people happy and just having a light spirit in a dark situation it's always good.
So that helped keep people positive and upbeat?
I made people laugh when I didn't even speak the language, so there's no cultural language barrier there, so that was good.
Good, so you're bringing that to the table, see?
Yeah.
So you have angels looking out at you.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a great career.
I'm hoping. It just seems, you know, I didn't really know what I was getting into. It was like on my bucket list to do stand-up. You know, I was tempted to, you know, go to karaoke and find the longest song they let me play and have them turn it down and go, my jokes can't be any worse than this guy before me singing. So, you know, that was what I was starting off to do. And you know, the doors have just opened, and they just keep opening, and I just want to keep walking through them, as you know.
Yeah, and you're putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
And you continue to put yourself out there. How could people follow your career?
I am on Facebook, Elaine Ogden.
So they would look up your name, Elaine Ogden, and they do a search for you on there, and then they could be your friend.
Yes,
is that how
they can friend me. Yes, I'm on Twitter, Laney J Comedy.
Excellent.
Lainee J Comedy.
And that was Twitter?
Yes.
Okay.
I just entered the Twitterverse, so gold star for that.
Well, Elaine, thanks for coming on the show. And I understand you have a performance tonight, and we have to get you out of the studio so you can be there. Good luck tonight.
Thank you so
And you
much.
have new material for that show.
All new material, yes.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for coming.